Let's have a look at question 1 in this video. So we have the age of employees at an insurance company, which is normally distributed with a mean of 38 and a standard deviation of 6. Now, more employees are between the age of 38 to 44 than older than 44. Let's see if that's true or false. So we'll do this all on a graph because we need to use some properties of the central limit theorem. Now, how does a normal distribution look like? That's how it looks like as a bell curve. We know that the mean is going to be 38. That's the distribution for the age. And the standard deviation is 6 years, right? Now, we know based on this law of large numbers that 68% of the data will fall in this range within one standard deviation away from the mean, right? Within means one standard deviation more than the mean, one standard deviation less than the mean. So if we actually put some numbers, that would be 38 plus one standard deviation. We know that the standard deviation is 6, so if we were to put some numbers, that would be 38 plus 6. So over here we will have the age of 44. To the left, we will have 38 minus 6, which is 32. Now let's just fill up all this graph with the numbers. We know that within two standard deviations, so that's one standard deviation plus one more to the right of the mean and two standard deviations to the left of the mean, we will have 95% of the data. So what numbers will we have there? Well, 38 plus 6 is 44. 44 plus one more standard deviation of 6 is going to be 50. And over here, 32 minus one standard deviation is going to be 32 minus 6, which is 26. We got two more numbers. Let's finish the last two. So within three standard deviations from the mean, so 1 plus 1 plus 1, these are the three standard deviations to the right, and these are the three standard deviations to the left. Within this range, we will have included 99.7% of our data, meaning that the numbers will be 50 plus 1 standard deviation. That's 56 on this extreme, and 26 minus 6 is going to be 20 on that extreme, meaning that 99.7% of the people from this company is going to have an age between 20 and 56 years. Okay, we got that. Now the question is, how much data do we have in the range of 38 to 44? So let's highlight that to see how we can solve it. 38 to 44, it's this one. This distribution over here, this area. How many percent do we have over there? And then older than 44. So older than 44 is going to be this entire area, this tail over there. I'm going to highlight it like that with purple right now. Everything else, right? Greater than 44. We go all the way over there. Okay, so 38 to 44. How do we do that? Well, we know this. We know that 68% of the data is here, right? In this entire graph, within one standard deviation away from the mean. If 68% is all of this, and we know that the distribution is symmetrical around the mean, it means half of it, right, one standard deviation to the right of the mean, is going to be equal to the area of one standard deviation to the left of the mean. So this is a half out of 68%, meaning that this area is going to have 68% divided by 2, that's equal to 34%. We gave answer to half of the question, right? The proportion of people with the age between 38 to 44 is going to be 34% of all the employees. Now, how do we calculate this one? We'll calculate it with the same logic by taking into account the symmetry of the bell curve, but we'll do so in the next video.